Let's talk about Super Saiyan 4s in Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. Now, I want to start off by saying that Super Saiyan 4s are something that everybody wants at this point. Everybody is just kind of patiently waiting. They cannot wait any longer for Super Saiyan 4s at this point. That's all I see, especially when people talk about Omega Shenron and how he's coming out. You know, everything is like, oh, no Super Saiyan 4s, da 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 da. Like, I want to go ahead and talk about that here. Now, I want to say that Super Saiyan 4s eventually will come to the game. They will eventually come to the game, but when is eventually is the question. I don't think that they will come with Omega Shenron. I don't. It's possible. I could be mistaken. I mean, if you're watching this video later on and I'm wrong, hey, check the date of the video. But it's possible. I don't think they will, though, because I think that Bandai will actually take the opportunity to give them their own individual Dokkan festivals. I don't think that Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta will be able to kind of, well, they honestly can't at this point. I don't think that they'll be the Rainbow Leader, or one of them will be the Rainbow Leader of the God type, like the Broly, the Gotenks, the Buhan, like those guys, the Vegito. But it's highly possible that a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, however, would be a leader like that, like, you know, the rainbow-based leader that has those stats, the key buff for every type. Now, what can they do with Super Saiyan 4s then? They can do two things. I don't like either of these, but they can do two things. Basically, both of these things I'm going to bring up relegate these units to being supporting units. They can either make them a leader like Beerus, like Janemba, where they're just like a flat type plus 80%. You know, they can do that. I don't like that idea, but they could, and they could make them amazing everywhere else, which, once again, you wouldn't use them for their leader skill at that point. If they don't do anything but boost stats, you're not going to use them for their leader skill. The rest of the card could be amazing. Art, links, you know, passive. Not that art means anything in the context of the game, but, you know, art, links, passives, everything could be amazing. Their super attack, modifiers, everything else about them could be great. They could do that, or they can do this thing where they make those guys kind of like the next semi-god type leaders, like Super Saiyan Blue, Kaioken, and the Golden Frieza Tech, where they get 100% buffs but don't get ki. I actually tried doing that. You can run those guys as leaders. You can, but I would prefer to have as much ki as possible. Now, you can run good links in between the team and still make it work, but I just personally would love to always have the 3 ki with my leader. So they could do that as well, but the same thing happens. These guys become basically supporting units. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't need to lead with these guys, but it basically kind of caps out their full-on potential because they can't be your leader. I don't think that they'll do that. And the reasoning behind that, I don't think they'll become a leader like that, is because there's no other types they can lead, basically. Every type is covered with Omega Shenron. The only thing we don't have when Omega Shenron comes out is a rainbow-based leader. A rainbow-based leader will be something incredible. It's not going to be like a card like a Super Saiyan 4 Goku or something like that. Well, it's possible. It could be a Super Saiyan 4 Goku before it'll be a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, or excuse me, Vegeta. But I think that they'll take the opportunity to bring Gogeta back to relevance and make it Gogeta again, because these guys are basically fan favorites. Gogeta and Vegeta were guys that the people that played this game way back were waiting for a very long time, along with the Super Saiyan 4s and along with Buhan. Buhan was a ghost character that everybody kind of wanted for the longest time. So I want to get you guys a chance to weigh in, give you guys a chance to weigh in, leave me a comment how you think this will all work out, what you think their leader skills will be, when they'll come. Once again, it's the perfect opportunity to bring them out with Omega Shenron, but from what we've seen, they're going to most likely take the opportunity to release Omega with other Shadow Dragons, which makes sense, right? You don't need these guys at the exact same time. I mean, to be honest, Dokkan does shit out of order anyway, okay? We haven't gotten events for every movie that's come out. We haven't gotten events for every OVA or special that's come out. You know, they do things out of order. I mean, Resurrection F came way early on in this game's inception. It came really, really early, especially for global. It came months before even Battle of Gods. So, like, they don't do things in order, so it doesn't even matter. We don't even have Super 17 and we're talking about Omega. We just kind of jump from Baby. We don't even have Grade 8 Baby, by the way, or Super Saiyan 4 Goku. That's a more likely scenario. Those two come out in their own GT banner. That's a more likely scenario. That'll kind of come after Omega and the Rainbow Leader or something like that. You got to get out of the OCD that they're going to do things the way you want them in the specific order that you would like them done, because they're not. They just release whatever they think is cool. But that's pretty much it for the video. I just wanted to kind of point this out for people because, like I said, I've seen it all over the place. People are overly critical of Omega because he's not a good character in their opinion. They don't like the character, but it doesn't matter if you like the damn character. If the card is the best card in the game, you'll use it. If you're not using the best card in the game because you don't like the character, I don't know what to say to you. I really don't. I personally don't like Buhan, but Buhan is one of the top cards in the game. I'm going to use the guy, when I have the opportunity to. But I hope you enjoyed today's video. Subscribe if you're new. Give me your feedback like I asked earlier on, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. That is it for me, though. Peace out.